Good morning, Ryan. How are we today, mate?
Good, thanks, mate.
You're good, you're good? Okay, that's a good start. We're here today to talk about confidence and a confidence issue that you've had in the past.
Yeah.
So I'd like to start with explaining this confidence issue and what you think confidence is.
So, confidence, I think, is the ability to back yourself, to support your own decisions, and to,
So to apply the skills, to know that you have the skills
know
that
that
you can apply to a situation.
So to trust in my skills to do a certain task.
Yeah. Okay. So what sport do you play?
Basketball.
So basketball is the sport that you've had this confidence issue with?
Yeah.
Okay. So what was your issue that you've had within basketball that led to this lack of confidence?
So during my at the end of the basketball season, the grand final, the week before, I had a grade 2 tear in my quad.
Yeah. So quite a bad injury.
Yeah, quite a bad injury.
Debilitating.
Right before the grand final.
Yeah.
And that really just got me down. It was was going to the physio every day leading up to the grand final, trying to get that leg good so I could play and help the team. I didn't have the confidence. Didn't trust myself.
So you've experienced this injury in the week leading up to the grand final. So it's a big game. So you've had this injury, and now you're not sure about how you're gonna play.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah. So I had this kind of idea in my head of how I'm gonna play the game.
Yeah.
And how I'm gonna contribute.
So this whole season's built up to this point where every team, every part of the team wants to go into the grand final.
Yeah.
And now that you've finally got there, you've experienced this injury, so you started doubting yourself, obviously, how you're going to be able to play pretty much because of this injury is going to affect that. Okay. So how did this affect the lead up to performance, and how did it affect the actual performance?
So the lead up, like I said, I was going to the physio every day, trying to get back to that stage where I was before the injury.
Yeah.
Trying to to build up my confidence by trusting my ability.
Yeah.
But so we were going through that, and leading up to the game, I was just doing all I can to try and fix the injury, which was pretty much impossible in 1 week.
Yeah. So this injury has obviously not only affected your physical preparation, but it's affected your mental preparation as well.
Yeah, absolutely. It was
the physical side, where it's obviously affected your body movement and how that's going to affect your play, but also mental, because you're focusing on the game, but it's not how I suppose you want to focus on it. You're focusing on the injury, like how that's going to detrimentally affect your game.
So it was just like, if I'm going to play well, if I'm going to do what I need to do, are we going to win or are we going to lose because of me, that kind of thing.
So it's affected your whole perception of the game, and it's affected it's led to this lack of confidence because you're not entirely sure of yourself and how you're going to perform, because obviously as a basketball player, you want to score points, you want to get assists, you want to get rebounds, and because of this, it's going to affect that outcome. So it's led to this lack of confidence that you have because of the injury. So you're going to take that into the game. So did that affect your performance?
Yeah, it did. It was I couldn't do what I needed to do, what I wanted to do.
Couldn't do what you had done all throughout the season.
And what I had visualized what I would be doing, because we played the team before. So I had this idea of how to beat them.
Had the past experiences. That you know how to play, sort of thing.
Yeah, I couldn't play the way I wanted to play.
Yeah. Okay. So it's a bit of a nasty situation that you're in there, right? Okay. So in the lead up, going back again, in the lead up, did your coach speak to you about this injury, and could he see within you that there was a lack of confidence, and how we're going to negate that lack of confidence and maybe change your role within the game?
Yeah. So I spoke to the coach, and I showed him how much I wanted to play, how much I was committed to the team,
your desire to play,
and that this injury has changed the way I would have to play.
Yeah. Obviously.
So what happened was we we talked it over, and we had a bit of a role change. So I wasn't going through and scoring points and being like into it that much, but more taking a step back and just helping the team and like being that motivator for the team rather than being that forefront.
So throughout the year, you weren't whole and completely the forefront, but you were part of that forefront in attack and defense or whatever. You held a key position in that team.
Yeah.
So now that you can't necessarily do that because of this injury, but you still want to play. So you've spoken to the coach, you've enhanced your own confidence because you're still going to play, but your role has definitely changed. So you still have a job, an important job within the team, but your confidence has been boosted because of that situation, because your coach's influence on it. Okay, fair enough. So you've spoken about how you've gone to physio and how your coach has changed your role. Was there any other motivational factors that helped you overcome this and made you want to play, made you want to succeed?
I was just wanting to help the team, wanting to get to that end goal of winning the grand final, which was the biggest push for me. It was the main drive.
Yeah,
so like drive. I had the injury, and I wanted to play and help the team, and we wanted to win the grand final.
So the focus that you put on the situation to help you overcome this injury was obviously, yes, it's a grand final. Yes, I want to win, but you changed it to more a team-driven performance rather than your own standout performance.
So I couldn't do what I wanted to do, so I changed my role in the game. So to push the team forward and be like a further back and just work on defense and stuff, and then help the team that way.
Not necessarily the massive plays within the game, but still maybe setting someone else. Maybe setting someone else up for that play. So you still have a vital role in it, which obviously has helped your confidence. So what did you so from this situation, if you were to experience again, say you had another grand final or a big game coming up, and you had another quad strain or you had another injury that was going to affect your performance, what do you think now? How do you think you could control your emotions leading up to that, so you know that you could perform at that level? How would you influence your confidence level, so to say, to perform at a level like that? What have you learned from that situation?
So what I would do now is, because I wouldn't have that lack of confidence because I know the role I can take.
So the past experiences allowed you.
So I had the I know what I have to do, and I know that I can do that, so I won't have that drop in confidence I did before, because I know I can still contribute to the team and win that grand final.
Just contribution to the win in a different sort of way. Okay, fair enough. So it's been nice talking to you today. So we'll just recap it quickly, make sure I've got all the notes for the next session that we have, if you're going to come back. So we've pretty much come in, it's confidence you believe is your ability to perform in a situation with the skill set that you have and knowing that you can succeed in that. You've come into this grand final with a quad injury. The lead up has probably negatively affected your performance overall to a certain extent. You've had this injury, experienced a lack of confidence because you're not sure how you're going to perform with it. But the physio obviously has helped, but the changing of the role and changing to a more focused team point of view to win in the game, not just your own personal success within the game. That's a big boost in boosting your own confidence, because that's going to positively affect your influence on the game. And then, like I said, for the next time, you know how you're going to perform, you know how you're going to overcome it. So I think this has been a very good step in the right direction, and knowing who you are and what your confidence is about, and positively influencing next time we have a lack of confidence. Thanks, Ryan. Too easy.